Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. It's Derby Day weekend here in Kentucky. I hope everybody has a great day. Yesterday was the National Day of Prayer, and Trump went out to the Rose Garden, where he had faith leaders from every denomination there could possibly be, along with Dr. Phil and others. And in the Rose Garden, he said a prayer. It was pretty moving. In addition to that, he is having a religious faith Christian commission, whatever he's calling it. All denominations are going to be represented, and as he says, he's bringing God back into America. It's a beautiful thing. Trump went to Alabama last night. Guy works to give the commencement speech at the University of Alabama, and they went wild when he talked about trans athletes. Good old Alabama. I had a moment in Alabama when I went to an Alabama football game. It was back 5 or 6 years, and he went to the game, and the place went nuts. He's been back there a couple times. They love him in Alabama. Scott Jennings, I don't like the guy. CNN, he was anti-me. He was anti-Trump. He was Mr. Mitch McConnell, but he's sucking up to Trump, and Trump likes him because he bashes the CNN folks, and now he's let it be known he'll run for Kentucky U.S. Senator if Trump wants him to. See, at least Jennings is smart enough to know there's no use running unless Trump endorses you. I hope Trump does not endorse him. All right, Mickelson, Schumer. This is pretty wild. You got a golfer, Phil Mickelson, going after Chuck Schumer, saying he's a traitor. I love that kind of stuff. Kamala's speech, man, this was off the charts. Like, you think Kamala, after losing the election, is going to come back nearly 6 months later and she is going to be a different Kamala? She's going to know how to speak and chew gum at the same time? She's not going to laugh? She's not going to get word salads? And not only that, whoever wrote her speech, because she probably can't even write her own speech, uses an elephant metaphor of elephants circling for protection. And of course, the elephant is the icon for the Republican Party. I mean, this woman is bat crap crazy. Unbelievable. DOGE says, let's take a look at the Federal Reserve. I would love that, but I wonder if they'd be allowed to, because they're an independent body. But it would be interesting, wouldn't it? What would it hurt, I would argue? Mike Waltz is out as National Security Advisor. He will be UN ambassador. He's the guy that they blame for the signal chat. Joe Biden is going to go do an interview on The View. Way to really put yourself out there, Joe. And, of course, Jill will be right next to him, squeezing his leg, telling him when to talk and not to talk. Bill Gates' daughter said it was kind of fun, Fabi, when dates would come over because of his Asperger's, or what he says, autism, because he's so socially awkward. Yeah, but he hung out with Epstein. Steve Doocy from Fox News is going to be a roving reporter across America now, instead of getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, as he says, forever and ever. Hunter has dropped his lawsuit against the IRS. Well, isn't that special? Virginia Giuffre's father says she didn't commit suicide. That shock any of us, if it's true? And Representative Thanedar, the the Michigan representative, Democrat who wants to impeach Trump, apparently had a company that went bankrupt, and he left behind 118 Beagles to starve. That's pretty bad look, isn't it? In world news, China is blaming the United States for COVID. Does that shock you? No. In pop culture, Rust. Remember the movie where Alec Baldwin killed a couple people? Well, it's going to now hit the screens. I'm going to watch it. Are you? And sports without boundaries. The Knicks close out the series by beating the Pistons. The Nuggets and Clippers are all tied up. Haliburton's dad from the Indiana Pacers is banned from Pacer games for the foreseeable future. And we have found out that John Elway was driving the golf cart where his friend and partner fell out of the golf cart and hit his head. I wonder if there was drinking involved in the golf course, and I wonder if John Elway was messing around with the golf cart. This could get pretty freaking wild. And your Shakespeare insult today, it's a pretty good one, as always. Do not be a clay-brained, dizzy-eyed maggot. I love them. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has her day. Check out my local news.